Welcome to Vermillion Tanager Volleyball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank from Dell Rapids. I'm Michael Schumacher, as we are currently watching the JV matchup, set number 2, where Dell Rapids leads Vermillion by a score of 7-2. But in set number 1, Vermillion did come out on top, 26-24. And this will be a battle in the varsity matchup of the number 1 team in the state for now, as they did lose to Dakota Valley last night in a rematch of the 2024 state championship against the Vermillion Tanagers, who are still looking to find their footing this season. And right now it is 8-2 here in set number 2 of this JV matchup. So we'll take a quick break, and we'll see if we can get ourselves situated. I'm Michael Schumacher, and this is Tanager Volleyball on Vermillion Tanagers on YouTube. We'll be right back.
It's funny how life is made up of moments, quiet ones, big ones, and ones you never forget. A wish, a milestone, a moment you didn't know would mean so much. Because life is made in the moments we share. Voyage Federal Credit Union. For every memory made, for every moment ahead.
Welcome back to Vermillion Tanagers Volleyball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. On the Masaba scoreboard, Vermillion is up here in this JV matchup, 1-0, but trail 8-2 here in set number 2. Nice block there for Vermillion by Ann Bennett and Callie Schultz. And Dell Rapids is unable to get that back across, so after the timeout by Vermillion, Vermillion comes and scores the first point, making it 8-3 here in set number 2 of this JV matchup. Coming in for the Tanagers, looks like Ella Story. Now, that's not a name I have recalled calling before, so bringing some newer players up to this. Of course it hasn't, because Dell Rapids is on the left, not on the right on my sheet here. That is Adeline Trowbridge with the serve, and that was into the net. So now coming in will be Ann Bennett to join the front line with Callie Schultz, along with Kara Chapman. You also have out there Allie Peterson. Does look like Quinn Christensen as well as Katie Sorensen. Dell Rapids kill there by number 8, Jersey Schultz. Jersey Schultz, a 6-foot sophomore middle hitter, makes it 10-3 in favor of the Quarriers here in set number 2. Again, this is all part of the Vermillion Chamber and Development Company's pregame show as I bring you the JV action. There's a serve by Karis Harvey, 5'4" sophomore. Oh, a kill there by Jersey Schultz right into Katie Sorensen. Nothing she could do with that one. She tried to get her hands up, unable to do it in time. 11-3 now in favor of Dell Rapids here in set number 2 on the Masaba scoreboard. And just as an update, it does look like the Vermillion Tanager boys have finished second in the Class A golf tournament, second to Dakota Valley. They were behind by 6 heading into today. They did beat Dakota Valley by 2 today with the 306-308, but Dakota Valley does win by a total of 4 strokes, 23 over par to 27 over par. St. Thomas More finished in third at 58 over par. For the Tanagers, they were led by Jack Johnson at 4 over. He shot a 73 yesterday and a 75 today. Cooper Gerard with a 6 over, shot a 76 yesterday and a 74 today. Also for Vermillion, Jaron Carr finished 8th at 9 over, 74 yesterday, 79 today. And then Rylan Moran and Trey Hansen both at 10 over. Moran shot a 76 yesterday and a 78 today, and Trey Hansen shot a 74 yesterday and an 80 today. So every Vermillion Tanager finished in the top 10, just not enough to overtake Dakota Valley. Here it's now 13-4 here in set number 2, as the Tanagers did take set number 1 here of this JV matchup. now 13-5. And again, Tanager girls tennis was today as well. And as a team, Vermillion finished in, if I had that here, just a second. Vermillion finished in fourth. And as Coach Jensen had said, she kind of thought they'd be best of the public schools, and they were. Sioux Falls Christian finished on top at 563. Rapid City Christian finished in second. And for those that are watching, saying the camera is blurry, it's also an odd angle, so sometimes it'll reset if I go up at this angle when the ball comes down. Various people, it'll clear, and then it kind of tries to refocus because it has different people at different levels. So we'll see. I'm not quite sure if it's just because of the angle. We've also had some of our equipment starting to go down just a little bit. So we will see which one this is. We'll see which one this is. So I do have a camera on order as an emergency backup because we did have a camera break for some of our regional games for Viborg Hurley on Friday. So thankfully we only have 3 games scheduled for this Friday: Vermillion, Yankton, and Gayville-Vollen. But yeah, so we'll hope it'll stay fairly clear. On my screen right now it is fairly clear after it reset, but with the movement, I am not quite sure, especially given this angle. So we shall see. Like I said, so periodically, if I see it getting blurry, I might just pan to the ceiling and pan back down. It sometimes seems to reset it. But I will tell you, sometimes where we're angled, some people will come in and you'll see a head in the front, and that'll set it off. So fingers crossed that it stays fairly clear. I will try to keep an eye on that, though. So right now it is 16-7 here in set number 2 of this JV matchup. Coming in for Vermillion is number 3, Lily Dominguez, and Lily is also part of the varsity squad. And there's a kill for Claire Whitty, a 5'7" sophomore outside hitter for this Dell Rapids team, making it 18-7 here in set number 2. Again, Vermillion did take set number 1 by a score of 26-24. Oh, that's okay. That's served by Quinn Christensen into the net. Service error leading to a score of 19-8 now. Here in this JV matchup. Christensen saves that at the back line. Nice job there by Ruby Brower. Good block there by Brower and Bennett. And Allie Peterson is able to bump that across. Nice kill there by Ann Bennett. 19-9 here in set number 2. Ann Bennett really starting to come into her own. Bennett just a sophomore, so you can really see that development as this season has gone along. I believe we're in for some big things from Ann Bennett next season and the year after. Service here by Allie Peterson. Whitty gets that across, and Peterson unable to get that as Ann Bennett couldn't get that fully blocked, making it 20-9 here in set number 2. Again, this is the JV matchup. It's a best of 3 for JV matchups. Brielle Hilmo is the libero, and her service is long, making it 20-10. So checking in for Vermillion will be Katie Sorensen and Callie Schultz. Checking in for Ruby Brower and Lily Dominguez. Again, Dominguez has been elevated to varsity, and she's been getting some time up there as well. So we'll probably be seeing her, but Dominguez is just a freshman. Part of that youth movement on this team, when you look at Christensen and Lily Dominguez, Flynn Peterson, Allie Peterson, Mia Anderson, Adeline Trowbridge, Brower, just a freshman, Ann Bennett, a sophomore, Kara Chapman, a freshman. A lot of youth getting some activity. But then you also have exclusively on varsity like Emma Reddick, Mercedes Reddick, just a sophomore. So you can definitely see the seeds being planted for this program being built over the next 2 to 3 years in Vermillion. Right now it is 20-12 here in set number 2 as Katie Sorensen back to serve for the Tanagers. And I do apologize. I would have loved to have been center court, but that is right where the bleachers are on both sides. And there is not an outlet nearby, so they did set us up with the table here in the corner. And I'm not somebody that likes to make too many waves when I'm on the road, because, man, I need these ADs to like me at some point. So I do apologize that I can't get the servers on either corner. I wish I could. So right now it's 21-12 here in set number 2. Vermillion up 1-0 here in this JV matchup. Oh, that serve there by Claire Whitty just ticks the top of the net and dies. And you can't defend that. That is so difficult as the receiving team on that. Here's the serve by Whitty again. And Bennett gets that across. Oh, and that will land on the Vermillion side. 23-12 here in set number 2. As it does look like this could be going to 3 sets. But here is Bennett. Over to Allie Peterson. Peterson gets that across, and that will drop on the Dell Rapids side, 23-13. I do believe Flynn Peterson, I see them standing over in the corner there. She's wearing pink for breast cancer awareness. It's a pink libero shirt with a 0, so I'll have to remember that she's number 0 tonight. There's the serve. Served there by Adeline Trowbridge. And that kill is long. So that spike by Jersey Schultz is long, making it 23-14 in favor of Dell Rapids. Vermillion now with 2 points in a row. Looking to come back here in set number 2. That is out, making it 23-15 now. And Dell Rapids wants to take a timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. Timeout's brought to you by Murph's Appliance on Main Street in Vermillion and our sponsors like Candy's Couture and Pizza Ranch in Vermillion. Tanager Volleyball brought to you by First Dakota National Bank.
Candy's Couture is your complete women's lingerie shop. Bras, underwear, PJs, loungewear, swimwear, sports bras, activewear, and much, much more. Small to 3 extra large and over 200 different sizes of bras. AA to O cup bands 28 to 56 in store. Candy's Couture, 17 West Main Street.
The Pizza Ranch Vermillion is your event headquarters. Enjoy the crisp salad bar, the country's best chicken, and fresh pizza. Want a custom pizza? Just ask. We are proud to offer the buffet your way. And the Fun Zone Arcade features 36 games, 2 golf simulators, and full bar. Perfect for pregame tailgates and parties. Have a business meeting, team, or office party? Reserve the Dakota Center. It holds up to 300 people. Order online at pizzaranch.com for delivery, or circle your wagons and make Pizza Ranch your tailgate place next to USG.
Welcome back, and that serve by Trowbridge into the net makes it 24-15. So set point here for Vermillion. Back to serve for the Quarriers is Karis Harvey, 5'4" sophomore. Set by Allie Peterson. Shot there by Mia Anderson. Touch shot by Schultz. And Callie Schultz. Sorry, there's 2 Schultzes. I'll have to align a little bit better. And that is a kill there. Not a kill, but a block by Callie Schultz, making it 24-16. So back to serve, Kara Chapman. Chapman gets that across. And that kill by Jersey Schultz from Dell Rapids is successful. Set number 2 goes to Dell Rapids. We'll be back with set number 3 as Vermillion took set 1, Dell Rapids set 2. We'll be back after these messages. That's on the Masaba scoreboard. This is Tanager football or volleyball. Tanager volleyball brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. I'm Michael Schumacher. We'll be right back.
In a situation like this, the first thing you do, of course, is make sure everybody's okay. And then you're thinking, you better call your insurance person. No, just call Justin. At Vermillion Auto Works, you see Justin handles all the insurance claims and gives free quotes. Not everybody does the free quote thing anymore, you know. So call Justin at Vermillion Auto Works. He'll take care of the situation. Carrying WeatherTech, Rough Country, and Tuxedo. Vermillion Auto Works.
Knutson Family Dentistry in Vermillion treats you like family. They believe a healthy smile starts with compassionate care. From toddlers to grandparents, their gentle team is here for your whole family. Whether it's a routine checkup or a full smile makeover, they'll keep you comfortable and confident. Knutson Family Dentistry in Vermillion makes your smile shine. Visit Knutson Family Dentistry online or call today, 605-624-6291.
If you're considering a new roof, you want to put your roof in the hands of Dave's Roofing. Dave's Roofing specializes in residential roofing and has over 10 years of experience. Dave's Roofing covers any job from a 60 to 80 mile radius of Sioux City and has a 10-man crew that completes most jobs in one day. Dave's Roofing will make sure the cleanup job is done right afterwards too. And the products installed are impact rated and eligible for homeowners insurance discounts. Look up Dave's Roofing on Facebook and check out the work that's been done and customer testimonials.
Interior technicians.
Jerry, I need your help. I'm in a real pickle.
How can we help? We clean carpets, furnace and duct cleaning, mold remediation, fire restoration, water damage restoration, office cleaning, and much more.
No, Jerry, I'm in a real pickle. I'm stuck and I can't get out. Hang on, I'll send you a pic so you can see what I mean.
Oh my gosh. When you need it clean, call the Intech team. Fixing pickles since 1984.
If you want somebody to come into your home and fix everything right the first time, look professional, act professional, treat you with respect, you gotta call Kaylin's. When they come in, I feel that they want to be there. I feel that they want to help me.
You know, they put on the little booties over their shoes. They had canvas from the garage door all the way down to walk on. They left the furnace room in the basement probably cleaner than it was when they came in.
They just do customer service very well. I would recommend Kaylin's to anyone.
Welcome back to Vermillion Tanager Volleyball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. I'm Michael Schumacher in Dell Rapids as we enter set 3 of the JV matchup, to be followed by the varsity matchup between now currently number 1 Dell Rapids and Vermillion. Now, Dell Rapids might fall from the top ranking because they did fall to Dakota Valley last night. That was a rematch of that 2024 state tournament. Really, Class A seems like it's the top 3 for the most part right now between Dell Rapids, Dakota Valley, and Sioux Falls Christian. So we'll get started here. Leading off serving for Dell Rapids is Elena Burish, a 5'8 freshman, received there by Quinn Christensen. Little miscommunication there, or really good communication, I'm not quite sure. Ann Bennett got that across. Nice job by Quinn Christensen to save that one. And that was Brooke Knightsky, a name we haven't said just yet. And that will fall on the Dell Rapids side. Vermillion gets the first point. And I appreciate Jen Ashley giving me the hat tip. We did have that on YouTube, and so Vermillion boys will play on Saturday at the USD Soccer Complex in soccer because they did defeat St. Thomas More in overtime 2-1 today. Now, had talked with Coach Kurt Nelson on Saturday for breakfast with the coaches, and we knew St. Thomas More, their 3-8-1 record, not indicative of how good they were, so we knew that was going to be tough. I could tell, and Coach Nelson admitted, it was going to be a tough matchup. So congratulations to the Tanager boys on their victory, and thank you to Jen Ashley for giving me that hat tip because I probably would have forgotten about it. So we're tied 1-1 here in set number 2. Back to serve is Brielle Hilmo for Dell Rapids, received there by Quinn Christensen. Now I will try to bring you that soccer match on Saturday. I'll have to check with USD, and I'll have to check with Jason Pasco. Huska. Jason Pasco, somebody I've been in some plays with, I apologize, to see if I can even broadcast from USD's soccer complex, if it's possible. But if it is, I will try to do that. But if there's somebody out there that knows soccer at all, text me. Because I could use your help. That's okay. I'm just worried that somebody's going to trip over my cord. It's an orange cord, but people are looking towards the court when they come in, and I'm not worried necessarily that it's going to unplug. I'm worried that somebody's going to trip, and I feel bad. So if you hear me talking to somebody, that's it. And if you hear me trying to warn somebody, that's why. So right now the Quarriers are leading 3-2 here in set number 3. And that is a successful kill from Claire Whitty, making it 4-2 in favor of Dell Rapids. As Callie Schultz gets that across, and Dell Rapids not able to get it back. 4-3 now in favor of Dell Rapids here in set number 3 of this JV matchup. As Brooke Knightsky was able to get that across on her serve. Oh, Dominguez just couldn't quite get the height on that. It's now 5-3 in favor of the Quarriers. And so Vermillion will await the winner of Freeman Academy and West Central. We have not heard a final on that one yet. Now, Belle-Fourche did beat Groton Area. That is big. Groton Area was the higher seed there. And then no winner as of yet from James Valley Christian and Hot Springs. So that is out 5-4 now in favor of Dell Rapids here in set number 3. As Mia Anderson goes back to serve. So 6-4 in favor of Dell Rapids here in set number 3. Back to serve is Jersey Schultz. Nice job by Callie Schultz to get that across. And that spike by Aubrey Temple is out. That is wide. That makes it 6-5 in favor of Dell Rapids. Be careful. So Callie Schultz comes out and Bennett comes in. It's Bennett, Brower, Dominguez, along with Knightsky, the other 14. I was like, am I messing something up here? And Adeline Trowbridge and Quinn Christensen. Now tied at 6-6 here in set number 3. Oh, and just kind of a miss hit there by Adeline Trowbridge. I believe Quinn Christensen was ready to receive that, but Trowbridge didn't see her back there, so you can't fault her for the effort. And just being instructed, you got to make sure to get your arms up high enough to elevate that ball in the correct direction. That is Paige Chapman offering a couple of tips. It's now 8-6 in favor of the Quarriers. And again, we will be in Vermillion at the Dakota Dome as the Tanagers look to take on Tri-Valley. I've said their run to the postseason starts this Friday. They pretty much need every victory they can get for the seed points. We'll discuss that more on Friday, and that is out as Knightsky could not keep that in. 9-6 in favor of Dell Rapids. Serving for the Quarriers is Josie Price. That block is touched by Vermillion, goes out 10-7 now in favor of Dell Rapids. The kill there by Claire Whitty makes it 11-7 Dell Rapids. $12-7. That will be an ace service for Elena Burish, as Christensen could not defend it and get it back in play. 13-7. Dell Rapids here in set number 3. This is the JV matchup on the Masaba scoreboard. Tanager Volleyball brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. It's now 14-7 Quarriers. Again, this will be followed by our varsity matchup. as Bennett pushes that across. And that will be out, so Vermillion does score 14-8 now. As checking in for the Tanagers will be Mia Anderson and Addison Anders. Checking out, Ruby Brower and Adeline Trowbridge. So overall, a pretty solid day for Tanager Athletics as soccer moves on to the semifinals. Boys finishes runners-up in Class A golf, and girls tennis finishes fourth, the highest of the public schools. And a nice job there by Ann Bennett to just dunk that across. 14-9 now. Dell Rapids leads Vermillion in this JV matchup in set 3. Nice block there by Bennett and Anderson. And that will make it 15-9, and that will do it. That is the third set, goes to Dell Rapids. So, in the final of this JV matchup, Vermillion falls 2-1. They did take set 1, 26-24, fell 25-16 in set number 2, and fell 15-9 in set 3. We'll be back with our Vermillion Chamber and Development Company pregame show after these messages. This is Tanager Volleyball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank.
To be honest, it's the people that I work with. I love what I do. You gotta love what you do to come every day. But the people I work with, they come in 10 times easier. You wanna be a part of a team that cares for you and that actually put in the time to teach you and show you the things to do in the proper way. You're just full of people who care.
Starting the first bank in South Dakota was the easy part, earning the confidence of local farmers, helping families account for their dreams, and securing the future for countless businesses took us a little longer. We owe it to the hard workers, big dreamers, and forward thinkers out there. Thank you for making South Dakota a great place to call home.
Truckers, commercial fleet, car owners, when you need a DOT inspection, you need a battery, oil change, diagnostic, or specialized tire service for farm, auto, and heavy equipment, JFI will get your vehicle repaired and washed and back on the road. JFI proudly supports Vermillion Tanagers, the community of Vermillion, in business for nearly 100 years for a reason. JFI is the best, and that's no lie. JFI 1218 Compton Court, Vermillion.
This is your invitation to thrive in Yankton, South Dakota. Nestled on the bluffs of the Missouri River, plenty of outdoor adventures are waiting. Whether you work remote or in a traditional office, we have a spot for you. Quality health care, diverse manufacturing, progressive school system, Mount Marty University, and so much more. Explore with family and friends. Let's thrive together.
Get the finest wood in the neighborhood. Down at the lumberyard.
But it's not just wood at the lumberyard. With a wide variety of quality building materials, the folks at the lumberyard can help you with all of your project needs. Whether it be paint, siding, cabinets, windows, or of course lumber, the lumberyard is ready to help. The best wood in the neighborhood at the lumberyard, 1000 West Cherry Street in Vermillion.
Welcome back to Tanager Volleyball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. I'm Michael Schumacher, and this is the Vermillion Chamber and Development Company pregame show. We are in Dell Rapids, as you can probably tell by the screen, getting ready to bring you some volleyball between the Tanagers and the top-ranked, for now, Dell Rapids Quarriers. I say for now because they fell last night to Dakota Valley. Dakota Valley, the second-ranked team in Class A. Third-ranked is Sioux Falls Christian. But we will get into those rankings here in just a moment. But first, let's talk about some of the good things going on in Vermillion Tanager Athletics. Again, Vermillion wins today in boys soccer. They will move on to the semifinals as they await the winner. And let me just refresh here, make sure that hasn't been entered. As they await the winner of Freeman Academy and West Central. That game will be played on Saturday. Time to be determined at the USD Soccer Complex. Now, I will look to see if I can get permission to broadcast from there. If we can, we will have that coverage here on Vermillion Tanagers on YouTube. If we can't, then we won't. I guess it's kind of that simple, but we're going to try. And so congratulations to Coach Nelson and the Tanager boys for their win today in soccer as they move on to the semifinals. And then in girls soccer, do not have a winner yet. That will start at 6:30. Dakota Valley and Vermillion doing battle down in Dakota Valley. Well, elsewhere today in boys golf in Class A, Vermillion comes in second. Vermillion shot a total of a 27 over par. Today they were at a 306, yesterday at 297. Dakota Valley comes in at a 23 over, 291 yesterday, a 308 today. So Vermillion falls by 4. Now, unfortunately, some of their leading golfers just didn't shoot their normal scores on a course that they know like the back of their hands, the Bluffs. And Dakota Valley had some great scores. So the leading scorer overall was from St. Thomas More. The only player under par was Hayden Haig from St. Thomas More. He was 6 under par, shot a 69 yesterday and a 69 today. Matt DeBeer of Dakota Valley was 1 over. He shot a 71 yesterday and a 74 today. Jack Johnson from Vermillion finished 3rd at 4 over. Cooper Gerard from Vermillion finished tied for 4th. Then Jaron Carr finished 8th at 9 over. Then you had Rylan Moran and Trey Hansen tied at 10 over for the Tanagers. So Vermillion ends up falling by just 4 strokes to Dakota Valley. Dakota Valley's golfers, DeBeer, Slater, Cornelson, and Meiske. So their top 4 scored very well. And Vermillion had, honestly, if it had gone to 5, Vermillion would have won, I believe, just because but unfortunately it did not. They did get outscored. So they did outscore Dakota Valley today just by not by enough, as Gerard, Johnson, Moran, and Carr were the 4 golfers that were scored for the Tanagers today. So congratulations to Vermillion Boys Golf on a great season. And congratulations to Vermillion Girls Tennis for finishing as the highest placing public school at 289.5. Just 1 point behind St. Thomas More for 3rd. Rapid City Christian finished in 2nd, and Sioux Falls Christian finished in 1st. So congratulations to Shaylin Hinseth. She finished in 3rd place in number 6 singles. In number 5 singles for Vermillion, Ellie Holdhusen finished as runner-up. In number 4 singles for Vermillion, you had Delaney Smith finishing in 5th place. In number 3 singles for Vermillion, let's just double check here. Evie Owen did finish in 6th place, above her 9th seed, so congratulations. In singles flight 2, Katie Yoon came in as the 4th seed, finished in 3rd. And then in singles flight 1, Sakara White Davis came in as the 7th seed. And looks like they do not have a 7th place, so sorry, had to sneeze there. I apologize. So Brianna Tedrow ended up in 5th place. She defeated Sakara White Davis in the 5th place semifinals. I'm not seeing anything after that. So congratulations to Sakara White Davis. And in doubles flight number 1 for Vermillion of Sakara White Davis and Katie Yoon, they did finish in 4th place. They came in as the 4th seed, finished in 4th. In doubles flight number 2, for Vermillion, it was Delaney Smith and Shaylin Hinseth finishing as the consolation champions. And then in the story of the day, I think, doubles flight number 3, the 10th seed of Ellie Holdhusen and Koya Profrock went through. They won their first match against St. Thomas More. Then they defeated Madison. They defeated Pierre, only to fall to Sioux Falls Christian in the championship. Top-seeded Sioux Falls Christian versus 10th-seeded Vermillion. Sioux Falls Christian wins 4-6, 6-1, 10-6. So Ellie Holdhusen and Kylie Profrock finish in 2nd. So congratulations to those two. So a nice day for Vermillion tennis as well. So we'll see how Vermillion volleyball does tonight, and we'll be back after these messages with more of our Vermillion Chamber and Development Company pregame show. This is Tanager Volleyball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank.
Welcome to Runnings in Vermillion. Shop their great lineup of clothes for women, names like Ariat and Carhartt for men, boots and shoes and kids' clothing. Runnings has a large supply of animal food and accessories. Love the outdoors? See the selection of ammo, firearms, and fishing equipment. For everything you need, walk through the doors at Runnings, your home, farm, and outdoor store, Vermillion.
The Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Vermillion is proud to support local athletics like USD and the Tanagers. The DQ Fall flavors are in, and DQ has great food at great prices. Get a $7 meal deal. Choose from a cheeseburger or 3-piece chicken basket with fries, a drink, and a sundae for only $7. Got an office team party or birthday party? If you want to celebrate, don't bake, buy a DQ cake. And DQ supports the Sanford Children's Network. So after the game, take your team for a thrill to the Dairy Queen Grill and Chill, 905 East Cherry Street, Vermillion, South Dakota.
Slumberland Furniture at 2401 Broadway in Yankton, home of Kirkland Furniture Groups, bedroom groups by Laguna, and dining sets by Tower and Catadel. They're also the only place to offer furniture by Flex Steel and the biggest selection of Lazy Boy in the area. The Mattress Gallery is full of the best brand name mattresses in the business, including the all-new Tempur-Pedic Active Breeze personalized climate-controlled mattress. Slumberland Furniture, dining, bedroom sets, and mattresses in Yankton.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small, just as it should be. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of choices to make sure you have the perfect coverage to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance.
Clay County Abstract and Title Company has a complex job that boils down to something very simple, helping you purchase your dream with confidence. When investing in a new home, a new site for your business, or piece of property, you want peace of mind that the property is truly yours. Clay County Abstract and Title Company has been doing just that since 1946. Clay County Abstract and Title Company, proud supporters of Vermillion activities and proud to be a part of your dreams come true.
Welcome back to Vermillion Tanager Volleyball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. This is the Vermillion Chamber and Development Company pregame show. And let's take a look at the most recent South Dakota Prep volleyball polls. In Class AA, it's Harrisburg on top with 12 first-place votes. They've lost twice on the season, both to nationally ranked teams at a national tournament in California. One team in California, another a team from Idaho. Brandon Valley in second at 13-2. They are the only team to have taken a set off of Harrisburg this season. O'Gorman comes in at 10-2. Watertown at 11-6 in fourth. And Rapid City Stevens at 20-3 in fifth. Also receiving votes, Sioux Falls Washington at 8-3 and Sioux Falls Lincoln at 11-4. Now Sioux Falls Washington received 2 votes. I was one of those votes. I don't know that I trust Rapid City Stevens quite yet. In Class A, it was Dell Rapids on top at 19-4 with 9 first-place votes. Dakota Valley in second with 3 first-place votes at 18-2. But again, Dakota Valley last night did defeat Dell Rapids. Sioux Falls Christian not receiving any votes in third at 16-7. Clark Willow Lake in fourth at 17-0. And Lennox in fifth at 19-1. And in Class B, Chester area, all 12 first-place votes at 20-1. Northwestern in second at 21-2. Warner in third at 17-5. Burke in fourth at 21-2. And Bridgewater Emory at 16-0 in fifth. Hitchcock Tulare at 20-3. It received 5 votes. Gayville Vollant at 21-4 had 3 points. And Coleman-Egan at 14-2 had 2 points. And Woolsey Wessington at 15-3 had 1 point. Now, I had Chester area on top, followed by Northwestern, followed by Coleman-Egan, Gayville Volland, and then Burke. So that was my vote. And it'll be interesting. Class B is wide open. I think Class A, you're looking at teams like Dell Rapids, Dakota Valley, Sioux Falls Christian. I don't know that Clark Willow Lake and Lennox are at that level quite yet. And then in Class AA, it is Harrisburg's championship to lose. So we're about a minute 48 away from starting lineups and national anthem. Just a reminder, this Dell Rapids team is the defending state champions. Last year they defeated Dakota Valley in 4 sets at the state tournament, 25-21, 25-23, 16-25, and 25-11. They do have a returning all-state player on this Dell Rapids team. First team All-State, that was Madeline Henry. She is back for this squad. She's a 6-foot junior outside hitter. She'll be number 7. And so, quality player, but this Dell Rapids team is one of the best teams in Class A. And so we're getting to see some great volleyball tonight as we await the starting lineups and the national anthem. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll be ready for some volleyball. This is Tanager Volleyball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank on Vermillion Tanagers on YouTube. This is the Vermillion Chamber and Development Company pregame show. We'll be right back.
Warmer days are coming, and sooner or later your air conditioning will need to kick in as well.
But what if it doesn't? Well, don't wait. Call Larry's Heating and Cooling. With 43 years in the business, we're very knowledgeable on what we do and how we serve our customers. You can rest assured that when you call day or night, someone will always pick up the call. Join our elite club today and become a priority member. Skip the line, get discounts on services, and have no overtime fees. Call Larry's Heating and Cooling for expert service from factory-trained technicians.
I'm Blaine Olson, owner of Blaine's Body Shop in Vermillion. I grew up here, graduated here, and now have a business here. I'm proud to serve the community that has helped me live this dream. I have top-notch equipment, shop.com.
As we are back, as they get ready to announce starting lineups, will rise for the national anthem. I hope they put it on the, yes, they do put it on the digital board. I did not catch that young man's name, but he did a wonderful job. I don't know if you've ever sung the national anthem. It's easier sounding than it is to actually perform. So starting for Vermillion. So Allie Peterson starting at setter. Number 7, Grace Wall in the middle. Outside hitter, 5'10" senior Tessa Peterson. Right side, number 17, Elizabeth Fisher. Middle hitter, and Mercedes Reddick. And then Emma Reddick as well. And in the libero, number 4, 8th grader Flynn Peterson. So you have an 8th grader, a freshman, a senior, a sophomore, a senior, a junior, and a senior for this team. Kaylee Olson and Paige Chapman are assistant coaches, along with Jody Zeller as head coach. And they are now introducing the junior Quarriers. You see them up on the board there.
Julie is a 3rd grader in this solutions class. She loves playing sports, cheerleading, fishing, and riding dirt bikes. That's Julia Eggers.
Julia Eggers, junior Quarrier.
Addie Meyer is a 3rd grader in Miss Snyder's class, and Avery Meyer.
Addie and Avery Meyer.
They enjoy 4-H, volleyball, basketball, and softball. That's Addie and Avery Meyer. Alexa Temple is a 4th grader in Mr. Boyman's class. She likes
Alexa Temple.
Football, basketball, and riding horses. That's Alexa Temple. Quarrier fans, let's hear for the next.
Those are your junior Quarriers for tonight. As they have a hype show going So we'll tell you, Dell Rapids, one of the better teams in the state. Again, ranked number 1 in the most recent prep media poll. If you look at standings, we can take a look at the seed point standings for the Tanagers and for Class A and Class B. Give me just a second here. We'll get that pulled up. As 'tis getting to be the season where you start looking at standings. So in Class A, right now on top, you have Dakota Valley on top, followed by Clark Willow Lake, Dell Rapids. Winner in 4th, Sioux Falls Christian in 5th, followed by Lennox, Groton area, St. Thomas More. Then the next 8 are West Central, Wagner, Baltic, Hamlin, Miller, Madison, Rapid City Christian, and Aberdeen Roncalli. So now the starting lineups for the Dell Rapids Quarriers. So starting senior 5'11" middle hitter Elin Schoenhard. Number 5, 5'5" setter freshman Tenley Anderson. On the right side, 5'9" senior Carly Ingalls. Starting outside hitter, 6' junior, all-stater, junior Madeline Henry. Starting at Libero, 5'5" junior Elena Wolf. And then at middle hitter, 6'1" senior, number 12, Peyton Home. And then at outside hitter, 5'8" sophomore, number 16, Celea Sykes. That'll be your starting lineups. They are coached by Chloe Peter and Carrie Smith. Head coach Erica Fursdahl. So we should be in for a treat tonight. Dell Rapids, one of the top teams in Class A. Excited to see what they have to bring. And excited to see how this Tanager team responds.
Let's play some volleyball.
All right, we're getting ready for some volleyball. It is 7:03. Not too far behind schedule. Again, Flynn Peterson will be in the pink jersey for Libero. It is for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And again, if you come to the USD volleyball match on Thursday, that is also a pink out. So hopefully you can wear pink to that. All right, so Peterson comes in. Mercedes Reddick checks out. As we hear the Seven Nation Army by the White Stripes. Bucket list item, if you ever hear of Jack White being in concert somewhere, text me, 605-661-5858. I like Jack White. And see if maybe I can get my daughter to come up from North Carolina. Huge Jack White fan. That's actually how she started exercising. She didn't want to be out in public, and so we would have her doing jumping jacks to Jack White songs. That serve out there by Celea Sykes, defended by Vermillion. They get it back across. And Tessa Peterson over to Allie Peterson. Now they do block that kill attempt by Fisher. And that is a beautiful job there by Madeline Henry, the all-stater, to make it 1-0 in favor of Dell Rapids. Fisher gets that across, defended there by the libero Elena Wolf. And that is going to be out of bounds. Vermillion ties it back up at 1. So checking in will be Mercedes Reddick and Brooke Van Drongelen. Nope, just Mercedes Reddick. Mercedes Reddick coming in for Grace Wall. Brooke Van Drongelen coming in for Tessa Peterson. Back to serve for Vermillion is Flynn Peterson. I can put in a little extra effort here, see if this works. Peterson with the serve. And that is going to be an ace. That does not get back across. 2-1, Vermillion with the lead. As Tessa Peterson will now check back in for Brooke Van Drongelen, as that was an error. She had crossed a certain threshold, I guess. So now 2-1, Vermillion with the lead here in set number 1. Peterson back to serve. Oh, sorry, I will try to get used to moving that camera just a little bit. Received there. Celia Sykes, defended by Emma Reddick at the back line. Oh, and that is a kill there by Madeline Henry. You can see why she is all-state. 2-2. As that ball will head on over to number 15, Carly Ingalls. Ingalls a pretty good basketball player, too, for this Dell Rapids team, as Ann Bennett looks to check in for Elizabeth Fisher. Again, this is Tanager Volleyball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank on the Masaba scoreboard, tied at 2 here in set number 1. Allie Peterson to Tessa Peterson, and that will be long. 3-2, Dell Rapids. Again, it's best of 5, first team to 3 sets. Back to serve again, Carly Ingalls, the 5'9 senior, defended by Mercedes Reddick. Tessa Peterson gets that across. And that kill attempt by Elin Schoenhard is long. Vermillion ties it back up at 3. So now checking in for Vermillion will be number 16, Josie Askew and Brooke Van Drongelen. For Tessa Peterson and Emma Reddick. Van Drongelen will go back to serve. And Henry is long on that one. Vermillion with their first lead of the night. 4-3 as Van Drongelen will head back to serve. And Van Drongelen gets that across. Received by Dell Rapids. And again, Schoenhard just a little off course there. Vermillion 5-3 with the lead here in set number 1. Van Drongelen serving for the 3rd time. Sykes hits that into the net. And it will be 6-3 in favor of the Tanagers early in set number 1. Van Drongelen back to serve again. That serve received by Dell Rapids. Henry, blocked! Blocked by Bennett. And Dell Rapids does get it across. And Mercedes Reddick just a little long, makes it 6-4, but boy, Bennett blocked Madeline Henry. Wow, Bennett looked good there. So back to serve for Dell Rapids, Elena Wolf. And Mercedes Reddick with the successful kill. 7-4 Tanagers in set number 1. So Bennett checks out. Kara Chapman checks in. Skylar Grease checks in. Allie Peterson checks out. Chapman goes back to serve with Vermillion up 7-4. Henry, defended by Flynn Peterson. Chapman. Askew has that blocked. And another successful defense for Vermillion. 8-4. Man, you know, if you're a team like Dell Rapids, you don't want to give a young upstart team like Vermillion hope, because then they start feeling themselves. And this is going to be a timeout taken by Dell Rapids. This timeout brought to you by Murph's Appliance. Vermillion up 8-4 on the Masaba scoreboard. This is Tanager Volleyball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank.
Hey kids, It's never too early to start planning for your future. Did you know Masaba provides scholarships and tuition assistance? They are committed to your success, offering engineering, drafting, and welding opportunities, plus scholarships, job shadowing, and mentorship programs. Learn more at masabainc.com/career. When I grow up, I want to work at Masaba.
Masaba Manufacturing. Unlock your future and rock with us.
Todd's Electric, your full-service electrical contracting company. Todd's Electric services residential, commercial, agricultural, and industrial customers, from the simplest service call to the most complex Tanagers.
Sorry to cut Todd's Electric short, but they are back from the timeout. Cara Chapman with the serve, taken there by Elena Wolf. And that kill by Peyton Hone is solid. 6'1" middle hitter takes that down. 8-5 now. Vermillion leads. Back to serve for Dell Rapids will be number 7, Madeline Henry. And they're going to call a rotation error on the Tanagers. 8-6 now. So Henry back to serve again. Vermillion leading 8-6. Flynn Peterson receives that. Askew with the kill attempt. Defended by Wolf over there. Sykes. Pushed across by Hone. Nice block by Mercedes Reddig on Hone. Nice defense by Van Drongelen. Oh! Cara Chapman couldn't quite get to it before it would just go into the net. So that makes it 8-7, but some really nice plays there by the Tanagers. Mercedes Reddig, Cara Chapman, and Van Drongelen. 8-7, Vermillion with the lead. Madeline Henry serve. Taken by Van Drongelen again. Peterson just bumps that across. Oh, nice placement there by Dell Rapids. Kind of the wee Willie Keeler hit it where they ain't. Ties it up at 8 here in set number 1 on the Masaba scoreboard. Again, Tanager Volleyball brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. Peterson over to Van Drongelen, and that will land out of bounds. 9-8 in favor of Dell Rapids now. So Madeline Henry serve again. Van Drongelen over to Askew. Askew bumps that across. Nice block by Mercedes Reddig on Peyton Hone. Ooh, and a nice block on Sykes. They just couldn't get the full block in. 10-8 now in favor of Dell Rapids. That timeout so valuable, as Gage and I spoke about during the last Vermillion match. Timeouts seem really effective in volleyball. As here's Henry. Mercedes Reddig, well received there by Jocelyn Amundsen. And that'll be a point for Vermillion. Too many hits, 10-9. So coming in is Grace Wall, coming out Flynn Peterson. Back to serve is Mercedes Reddig. 10-9, Vermillion trails. Here in set number 1. Sykes with a beautiful kill there, makes it 11-9 now. As Peterson will come in. Mercedes Reddig checks out. Back to serve for Dell Rapids is Tenley Anderson, the 5'5 freshman. Whoa, with a nice placement there, but Henry is able to get to that. Askew blocked, but recovers. And Sykes with a successful spike makes it 12-9 in favor of Dell Rapids. So going back to serve again will be Tenley Anderson. Askew does a nice job getting that one. Just couldn't get enough air on it for anyone to come recover it. 13-9, Dell Rapids. Again, congratulations to the successful weekend or week for Vermillion girls tennis. Congratulations to Vermillion boys golf. I know they were hoping for that championship, but runner-up is nothing to sneeze at. And that is Peyton Hone with a successful kill, 14-9. And congratulations to boys soccer with a win today over St. Thomas More. As Coach Jody Zeller wants to take a timeout, we'll take a timeout as well. This brought to you by Murph's Appliance on Main Street in Vermillion. Vermillion trails 14-9 on the Masaba scoreboard. Tanager Volleyball brought to you by First Dakota National Bank.
Todd's Electric, your full-service electrical contracting company. Todd's Electric services residential, commercial, agricultural, and industrial customers. From the simplest service call to the most complex design build project, Todd's Electric has the expertise to do it right. Call Todd's Electric for all your electrical needs. Todd's Electric, helping you control all things electric. Except for lightning. Todd's Electric. Go Tanagers.
Wanting a specialist without leaving town? We've got you covered. Our clinic offers specialists for the health and wellness of your family. From pediatricians to OBGYNs, plus primary care. You can find it all at Vermillion Medical Clinic. So much care, so close to home.
Welcome back to Vermillion Tanager Volleyball. Anderson still serving for Dell Rapids. They lead 14-9. And Grace Wall with a miss hit there makes it 15-9. By the way, that boys soccer match on Saturday, reportedly going to be at 4 o'clock at the USD campus soccer complex. I'll see if I can broadcast it. They'll be taking on Freeman Academy, so we'll see if we can get you that, as Freeman Academy defeated West Central 1-0 today. Ooh, Wall with a good block attempt, but not able to bring it down on the Dell Rapids side. 16-9 in favor of the top-ranked Quarriers. Askew is able to get that. The block is unsuccessful. 16-10 now in favor of the Tanager Dell Rapids Quarriers, as Tessa Peterson comes in for Brooke Van Dronglen. Back to serve is Josie Askew. Hone defended there by Tessa Peterson. And Silia Sykes with a successful kill makes it 17-10, Dell Rapids. Askew out. Emma Reddick in. Back to serve for Dell Rapids will be Peyton Hone. Ooh, service error makes it 17-11. That is long. And Ann Bennett and Allie Peterson will check in for Vermillion. Cara Chapman and Skylar Grease will check out. Unlike Roach Motels, you can check in and out of volleyball. Back to serve for Vermillion is Allie Peterson. Nice job by Tessa Peterson. And another one by Tessa. Defended well by Elena Wolf, though. And Silia Sykes' successful kill makes it 18-11 in favor of the Quarriers. Back to serve is Silia Sykes, the sophomore. It's a lot of S's. Grace Wall pushes that across, defended well by Henry. And Henry with a miss hit, 18-12. So Grace Wool checks out. Tessa Peterson checks back in. Flynn Peterson set to serve. (18-12) on the Masaba scoreboard. And Celia Sykes, she is powerful. Oh, and miscommunication between Tessa and Flynn Peterson makes it 19-12 in favor of Dell Rapids. Sorry, I thought it was Sykes. It was Carly Ingalls back to serve. Nice job by Peterson pushing that across. And that'll be a net violation on Vermillion. Makes it 20-12 here in set number 1. Madeline Henry, and that is long. 21-12. Or 20-13. As Askew and Van Drongelen will check in for Vermillion. Checking in for Dell Rapids is Jocelyn Amundsen. She's checking in for Carly Ingalls. Van Drongelen will go back to serve for the Tanagers. Here's Van Drongelen to serve. And that is long. That kill attempt there by Elin Schoenhard makes it 20-14 in favor of Dell Rapids. And that is an ace for Van Drongelen that I forgot to get on the screen. I apologize. Van Drongelen, kind of the serving wizard for this Tanager team today. Sykes blocked by Mercedes Reddig. And Henry does not miss-hit that one. 21-15. Dell Rapids leads here in set number 1. Back to serve for Dell Rapids will be Elena Wolf. And another rotation error on the Tanagers makes it 22-15. Peterson receives that. Nice touch there by Askew. Successfully defended by Dell Rapids. And a nice job there by Tenley Anderson to just push that across. 23-15 now in favor of Dell Rapids. Here in set number 1. Nice block there on Henry by Bennett and Reddig. And Henry mishits that one, 23-16. Vermillion hanging in there here in set number 1 as Grease and Chapman set to come in for Bennett and Allie Peterson. Nope, not for Grease. It will be Callie Schultz. Back to serve will be Kara Chapman. And that is long. Another miss hit. That one by Hone. Makes it 23-17. Celia Sykes, and that will just fall in. Now it's set point for Dell Rapids. As Madeline Henry will go back to serve. It's not really Henry's night right now. All-state player from last year. One of the best players on this team. Just having a couple of mishits and off nights here. So back to serve will be Mercedes Rettig. And that serve is in the net, and that will do it for set number 1. Set number 1 on the Mesaba scoreboard. Vermillion falls 25-18. We'll be back for set number 2. This is Tanager Volleyball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank.
If you're looking for the perfect fit, Vermillion Vision Care Associates fits like the right pair of glasses. Vision Care Associates has its roots in family eye care, and the doctors are well known for being primary eye care providers. With the ability to treat and diagnose a variety of settings, Vermillion Vision Care Associates is the right fit for you. Plus, they can fit you into a new pair of glasses, sunglasses, or contacts that feel just right. With continuing education, see the best doctors at Vermillion Vision Care Associates.
When you need top-notch appliances that last, trust the experts at Murph's Appliance. From washers and dryers to refrigerators, they have all the trusted brands to keep your home running smoothly. At Murph's, you'll find Maytag appliances built for durability and service you can count on. Whether it's a new oven or a repair, they're there for you every step of the way. Stop on down to Murph's Appliance, your local Maytag dealer in Vermillion. Maytag and Murph's, reliable just like you.
You recently got a chip in your windshield? Maybe a big crack. So you call your insurance company to get it fixed? Then it happens. You have an appointment before you have even made a choice.
Wait a minute. I want Fast Auto Glass in Vermillion to fix my windshield.
But they tell you somebody else is on the way. You do have a choice, and I hope our experience, knowledge, and guaranteed satisfaction will lead you to choose us. Fast Auto Glass in Vermillion. Fast, fair glass repair.
Welcome to Wall of Fame, where style meets customization, specializing in crafting custom clothing and print shirts. We ensure every stitch and every print is of the highest quality, so you get the best clothes every time. We're here for all your promotion needs, and the best part, our process is seamless. Simply share your designs with us and we'll handle the rest. Get custom clothes for the best price. Wall of Fame.
Welcome back to Tanager Volleyball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. That timeout brought to you by Murph's Appliance on Main Street in Vermillion. So set number 1, Vermillion fought valiantly, 25-18 against this top-ranked Dell Rapids team. Starting out there for the Tanagers here in set number 2 will be Brooke Van Dronglen, Grace Wall, Allie Peterson, Ann Bennett, Josie Askew, and Mercedes Rettig. And Flynn Peterson will check in for Grace Wall. Brooke Van Dronglen will begin serving for the Tanagers. That is a successful kill by Elin Schoenhard. Dell Rapids quickly up 1-0. Back to serve will be Carly Ingalls. As that was touched at the net, Mercedes Rettig's kill ties it up 1-1. So Callie Schultz checks in for Allie Peterson. Cara Chapman checks in for Ann Bennett. Chapman back to serve. And that hits the net. Vermillion takes a 2-1 lead. I don't know if Vermillion's going to win tonight, but Dell Rapids is going to know that they were in a battle. As Chapman goes back to serve again. Madeline Henry blocked, and that is in! A block by Mercedes Reddig and Callie Schultz. 3-1 in favor of Vermillion. Mercedes Reddig and Ann Bennett, or Mercedes Reddig and Callie Schultz, have been deadly at the net tonight. And here's a serve by Kara Chapman. Nice job by Askew. 4-1 lead for the Tanagers. Here's Chapman. And that service error makes it 4-2. And that is out. Service error there makes it 5-2. As Elena Wolf checks in, Elin Schoenhardt checks out. Mercedes Reddig set to serve. Another block by Callie Schultz along with Grace Wall makes it 6-2 Tanagers. Sykes, defended there by Reddig. Ooh, nice block there by Peyton Hone of Askew's spike. Makes it 6-3. Again, Tanager Volleyball brought to you by First Dakota. National Bank, Vermillion down 1-0, but leading 6-3 on the Masaba scoreboard in set 2. Ooh, nice job by Sykes there, making it 6-4 Dell Rapids. 6-4 Vermillion. Dell Rapids to serve. It'll be Madeline Henry back to serve. No, nice shot by Wall, defended well by Dell Rapids. Nice defense there by Flynn Peterson. Askew with the kill, 7-4. So Van Drongelen checks out, Tessa Peterson checks in. Josie Askew back to serve for the Tanagers. Oh, nice job by Hone, making it 7-5 Vermillion. As Tenley Anderson will go back to serve. As Emma Reddig checks in, Josie Askew checks out. Nice job by Tessa Peterson. Nice job by Flynn to dig that. Ooh, Grace Wall cannot be successful on that kill attempt. Peyton Hone successfully blocks that. 7-6 Vermillion as Tenley Anderson goes back to serve. Another rotation error on Vermillion. I believe that is number 3 tonight. Makes it 7-7. Anderson. And that defense by Flynn Peterson just kind of ended up in no man's land. Dell Rapids with their first lead since it was 1-0. Nice job by Callie Schultz and Grace Wall. Well defensed by Dell Rapids. Oh, nice job by Peyton Hone. I didn't think anyone was getting to that one. 9-7 Quarriers here in set number 2. Already leading set number 1-0 on the Mesaba scoreboard. This is Tanager Volleyball brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. Tenley Anderson to serve again. And a miss hit by Callie Schultz makes it 10-7. Oh, Anderson with a bit of a miss hit there, just left it short on the serve. 10-8. Allie Peterson and Ann Bennett to check in for the Tanagers. Cara Chapman and Callie Schultz to check out. As it will be Allie Peterson back to serve for Vermillion. Hone is long. She could not hone it in to keep it in bounds. You like that? Yeah. I'm my own best audience, I know. 10-9 as Allie Peterson goes back to serve again. Oh, good block attempt by Grace Wall. Could not keep it in bounds. 11-9. Back to serve for Dell Rapids will be Elena Wolf. Libero, Elena Wolf. Ooh, Grace Wall could not get good positioning on that one. 12-9, Dell Rapids. Ooh, Tessa Peterson just a little offline there. 13-9 Quarriers. Tessa Peterson just a little bit long. 14-9. As Wolf goes back to serve yet again. And that will be off of Vermillion. So the kill by Sykes is successful. 15-9 in favor of Dell Rapids. And that will be an ace. 16-9. Oh, Ann Bennett and Tessa Peterson. A little bit of a miscommunication there. 17-9 now. As Elizabeth Fisher checks in for Bennett. Elena Wolf back to serve again. And Peterson holds off on that one. It lands in 18-9. So again, Dell Rapids on a bit of a run here. That will be out. Point Vermillion, 18-10 as Flynn Peterson will go back to serve. Mercedes Reddick checks in for Grace Wall. So 18-10. Flynn Peterson back to serve. The 8th grader. That point will be Tanagers, 18-11, as Dell Rapids was in the net, it looks like. As Peterson serves again. And Madeline Henry, long again, 18-12. Nice little three-point run here for the Tanagers. As that hit the rafters, came down, hit the basket, 18-13. Vermillion on a 4-0 run. Flynn Peterson back to serve again. Good defense by Emma Reddig at the back line to save that. Nice job by Allie Peterson to save that off Sykes. And Mercedes Reddig can't keep it in bounds. Nice attempt though, 19-13, as Sykes will now go back to serve. That'll land on the Dell Rapids side, so unsuccessful block. Makes it 19-14. As Van Dronglen and Askew come in for Emma Reddig and Tessa Peterson. Van Dronglen back to serve for the Tanagers. She's kind of been the serving specialist tonight. Nice block by Mercedes Reddig. 19-15. Tanagers have come back. They've outscored Dell Rapids 6-1. As Van Dronglen back to serve again. And that is out 20-15. And Madeline Henry, that is not a miss hit, 21-15. As Carly Ingalls will go back to serve for Dell Rapids. Ingalls serve, defended by Flynn Peterson. And that will end up in the piping. So that'll be a reserve, I believe, 21-15. They will serve again. So that's the second ball that's up there. If you can see it. And that will be an ace for Dell Rapids, 22-15. As Carly Ingalls will go back to serve again. Rotation for Vermillion. Ann Bennett to check in. Elizabeth Fisher to check out. Ooh, well defended by Van Dronglen on the Henry kill attempt. Flynn Peterson bumps that across. with a successful kill, makes it 22-16. As Jocelyn Amundsen checks in. Carly Ingalls checks out. Cara Chapman checks in for Vermillion along with Callie Schultz. Chapman will be back to serve. Ace for Chapman, makes it 22-17. And that will fall on the Vermillion side, 23-17. Askew receives that one. And a successful kill for Askew, 23-18. Mercedes Reddick back to serve. And that'll be an ace for Reddick, 23-19. And Henry got some ups on that one. It's now set point for Dell Rapids. 24-19 as Henry goes back to serve. Oh, that will just land outside. And set number 2 will go to Dell Rapids. On the Mesaba scoreboard, Dell Rapids leads Vermillion 2-0. We'll be back with more. This is Tanager Volleyball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. From Dell Rapids, I'm Michael Schumacher.
It's funny how life is made up of moments. Quiet ones, big ones, and ones you never forget. A wish, a milestone, a moment you didn't know would mean so much. Because life is made in the moments we share. Voyage Federal Credit Union. For every memory made, for every moment ahead.
Candice Couture is your complete women's lingerie shop. Bras, underwear, PJs, loungewear, swimwear, sports bras, activewear, and much, much more. Small to 3 extra large and over 200 different sizes of bras. AA to O cup bands 28 to 56 in store. Candice Couture, 17 West Main Street.
The Pizza Ranch Vermillion is your event headquarters. Enjoy the crisp salad bar, the country's best chicken, and fresh pizza. Want a custom pizza? Just ask. We are proud to offer the buffet your way. And the Fun Zone Arcade features 36 games, 2 golf simulators, and full bar. Perfect for pregame tailgates and parties. Have a business meeting, team, or office party? Reserve the Dakota Center. It holds up to 300 people. Order online at pizzaranch.com for delivery, or circle your wagons and make Pizza Ranch your tailgate place next to USG.
In a situation like this, the first thing you do, of course, is make sure everybody's okay. And then you're thinking, you better call your insurance person. No, just call Justin. At Vermillion Auto Works, you see Justin handles all the insurance claims and gives free quotes. Not everybody does the free quote thing anymore, you know. So call Justin at Vermillion Auto Works. He'll take care of the situation. Carrying WeatherTech, Rough Country, and Tuxedo. Vermillion Auto Works.
Knutson Family Dentistry in Vermillion treats you like family. They believe a healthy smile starts with compassionate care. From toddlers to grandparents, their gentle team is here for your whole family. Whether it's a routine checkup or a full smile makeover, they'll keep you comfortable and confident. Knutson Family Dentistry in Vermillion makes your smile shine. Visit Knutson Family Dentistry online or call today, 605-624-6291.
Welcome back to Tanager Volleyball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank on the Vermillion Tanagers on YouTube. On the Mesaba scoreboard, Vermillion down 2-0. We want to thank our sponsors, including Voyage Federal Credit Union, Candy's Couture, Pizza Ranch in Vermillion, Vermillion Auto Works, Knutson Family Dentistry, Dave's Roofing, and Intech. First serve here. And Fisher has that block, but defended by Vermillion. And Carly Ingalls is able to get that across. Vermillion trails 1-0. Also want to thank Kalen's Thermobond, First Dakota, Johnson Feed, Yankton Thrive, the Lumberyard, Runnings in Vermillion, along with Dairy Queen, Slumberland, Farmers Union Insurance, Clay County Abstract, Larry's Heating and Cooling, Blaine's Body Shop, Mesaba, Todd's Electric, and Vermillion Medical Clinic. So now that point also out of bounds off of Vermillion. That'll be 2-0. Dell Rapids. Vermillion Vision Care, Murph's Appliance, Fast Auto Glass, and Wall of Fame. All right, Celia Sykes still serving for Dell Rapids. And that is off of Elizabeth Fisher, 3-0. Starting this set for Vermillion will be Emma Reddig, Flynn Peterson, Elizabeth Fisher, Tessa Peterson, Grace Wall, and Allie Peterson. Celia Sykes with the serve. Defended by Flynn. Mercedes Reddig with some good defense at the back line. And that'll be 4-0 in favor of Dell Rapids here in set number 3. Vermillion trails 2-0. But they've been close sets, 25-18 and 25-19. Nice job by Elizabeth Fisher to get to that one. Cannot get to that one, though, before it goes into the net. 5-0 Dell Rapids. Sykes' serve is out, 5-1. So Mercedes Reddig in. Grace Wohl out. Flynn Peterson back to serve. And that will go between the stanchion and the net, 6-1 in favor of Dell Rapids. And that serve by Carly Ingalls is long, 6-2. As Ingalls checks out, Jocelyn Amundsen checks in for Dell Rapids. Van Dronglen will check in for Tessa Peterson. Josie Askew for Emma Reddig. They had some trivia between sets, and Tenley Anderson's club volleyball team beat which NFL quarterback's daughter's team? And it was Peyton Manning. And that will be successful on Dell Rapids off of Madeline Henry, 7-2. Peyton Hone with a successful kill makes it 8-2. Madeline Henry, defended by Allie Peterson. Askew, nice hit there. And Hone gets that across. Allie Peterson gets under it, but they can't get a second hit to get it over. That will make it 9-2 in favor of Dell Rapids here in set number 3. And that point the Tanagers, 9-3. As back to serve is Chapman. As Dell Rapids does get that back across. Nice dig there by Flynn Peterson. And Henry with the successful kill makes it 10-3, Dell Rapids. Here in set number 3, Vermillion trailing 2-0. Skylar Grease comes in. Allie Peterson checks out. Chapman over to Askew. That is blocked. And Vermillion cannot get it back across. 11-3. Feels like there's some momentum on the Dell Rapids side right now. But man, Vermillion cannot be faulted for the way they've played tonight. As Henry goes back to serve. Well defended there by Van Drongelen. And Silia Sykes with the serve, or with the kill, 12-3. Wow, that hit by Anderson. Unreal angle, hits the net, kind of rolls across it, makes it 13-3 in favor of Dell Rapids. As Madeline Henry goes back to serve. And that serve into the net makes it 13-4. So back to serve for the Tanagers will be Mercedes Reddig as Grace Wall comes in. Flynn Peterson checks out. Nice dig there by Mercedes Reddig. And that will land on the Vermillion side, making it 14-4. Back to serve is Tenley Anderson. Whose club team defeated Peyton Manning's daughter. Madeline Henry with some power from the back line. And Askew is blocked by Carly Ingalls and Peyton Hone. Makes it 15-4 in favor of the Quarriers. And that will land on the Dell Rapids side. 15-5. Checking in for Vermillion will be Emma Reddig and Tessa Peterson. Van Dronglen and Askew will check out. They didn't ask her, they told her. We're not going to ask you. Oh, God. You know, when I'm by myself, I get weird. I'm sorry. As Emma Reddick goes back to serve. (16-5) Dell Rapids. Just a reminder, Vermillion will next be in action a week from tonight in Vermillion. I believe Bryce Williams will have that call. That is against Ponca out of Nebraska. And then next Thursday, they'll be taking on Canton. And that is also in Vermillion. 16-5. Peyton Hone with the serve. And Vermillion cannot get it across. 17-5. As Hone will go back to serve again. That serve into the net makes it 17-6. So checking in will be Elizabeth Fisher for Cara Chapman, Allie Peterson for Skylar Grease. Back to serve will be Allie Peterson. Dell Rapids' next action will be next Saturday, the DAC 12 Conference Tournament at Elk Point Jefferson. Vermillion will be a part of that as well. Point to Dell Rapids makes it 18-6. As Silea Sykes goes back to serve for Dell Rapids. And Reddick cannot get squared up on that one. 19-6 now, Dell Rapids. Here in set number 3 on the Mesaba scoreboard. Dell Rapids already leads 2-0. Again, this is Tanager Volleyball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. And another ace for Sykes makes it 20-6. Another ace for Sykes, 21-6. You can kind of feel, when things start to go wrong, it kind of spirals, kind of snowballs. You almost feel like this young team for the Tanagers, realizing who they're against, starting to feel that pressure just a little bit. 21-6. Sorry. Dell Rapids. And Sykes with the service error makes it 21-7. As Mercedes Reddick will check in for Grace Wool. Flynn Peterson back to serve. Nice job by Emma Reddick digging that one out. And that will be long. 22-7 in favor of Dell Rapids. Back to serve will be Carly Ingalls. As Madeline Henry gets to that one, and Flynn Peterson able to get to it, just not able to get underneath it where anybody can get it over the net. 23-7, the penultimate set point. Carly Ingalls back. As Elizabeth Fisher gets that over. And that'll land on the Dell Rapids side. Nice job by Mercedes Reddick to alter Madeline Henry's shot. Makes it 23-8. Checking in for Vermillion will be Brooke Van Dronglen and Josie Askew. Checking out Emma Reddick and Tessa Peterson. So Brooke Van Dronglen back to serve. And Henry with a nice shot, just pushing that across, makes it 24-8. And now Dell Rapids will be serving for set point. It'll be Elena Wolf back to serve for the Quarriers. Received by Flynn Peterson. Josie Askew gets that across. Received by Henry. And that is long. Peyton Hone is long, 24-9. So now Vermillion will serve as Skylar Grease and Cara Chapman check in. Allie Peterson and Elizabeth Fisher check out as Cara Chapman is back to serve for the Tanagers. Still set point. And that service error will be set number 3. Vermillion will fall to top-ranked Dell Rapids 25-18, 25-19, 25-9. I'll see if a coach comes up to talk to us. If not, we're kind of hidden in the corner here. But we'll take a timeout, and when we come back, we'll kind of wrap things up here from Dell Rapids. I'm Michael Schumacher. This is Tanager Volleyball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank.
If you're considering a new roof, you want to put your roof in the hands of Dave's Roofing. Dave's Roofing specializes in residential roofing and has over 10 years of experience. Dave's Roofing covers any job from a 60 to 80 mile radius of Sioux City and has a 10-man crew that completes most jobs in one day. Dave's Roofing will make sure the cleanup job is done right afterwards too. And the products installed are impact rated and eligible for homeowners insurance discounts. Look up Dave's Roofing on Facebook and check out the work that's been done and customer testimonials.
Interior technicians.
Jerry, I need your help. I'm in a real pickle.
How can we help? We clean carpets, furnace and duct cleaning, mold remediation, fire restoration, water damage restoration, office cleaning, and much more.
No, Jerry, I'm in a real pickle. I'm stuck and I can't get out. Hang on, I'll send you pics so you can see what I mean.
Oh my gosh. When you need it clean, call the Intech team. Fixing pickles since 1984.
If you want somebody to come into your home and fix everything right the first time, look professional, act professional, treat you with respect, you gotta call Kaylin's. When they come in, I feel that they want to be there. I feel that they want to help me.
You know, they put on the little booties over their shoes. They had canvas from the garage door all the way down to walk on. They left the furnace room in the basement probably cleaner than it was when they came in.
They just do customer service very well. I would recommend Kaylin's to anyone.
To be honest, it's the people that I work with. Like, I mean, I love what I do. You gotta love what you do to come every day. But the people I work with may come in 10 times easier. You wanna be a part of a team that cares for you and that actually put in the time to teach you and show you the things to do in a proper way. You know, you're just full of people who care.
So again, back at Dell Rapids, where Vermillion falls to Dell Rapids, the top-ranked Dell Rapids. For now, again, they fell to Dakota Valley last night. 3-0, but 3-0 is not indicative of how competitive the Tanagers were. 25-18, 25-19, 25-9. And just once things started snowballing in set 3, they just couldn't get their feet back under them. But man, if you're a Tanager fan, you have to be proud of this squad tonight and the way they played. Now they will again be in action a week from tonight. They'll be back at home as they take on Ponca out of Nebraska. Then on Thursday they will take on Canton in Vermillion. And then they'll be in the DAC-12 conference tournament on Saturday the 18th. So we will see if that can be broadcast, how that works. Elk Point Jefferson, we've broadcast from there before. See if I can set up in the stands. Otherwise, we'll see what we can do. Also seeing if I can broadcast soccer this Saturday from USD, as the Vermillion boys did defeat St. Thomas More 2-1 in overtime. They'll take on Freeman Academy. Remember, the girls' tennis team finished in 4th, the highest of the public schools. And the Tanager boys in golf today finished in second. Not what they were hoping, but still have to be proud. All right, well, I don't see anybody coming up, and that's okay. So we will call it a night from Dell Rapids. I'm Michael Schumacher. On the Masaba scoreboard, Vermillion falls 3-0. This is Tanager Volleyball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank.